and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Alright, so it is us again. It is me and Charlie. And we are doing another mukbang with you and discussing another topic. This time we're going to talk about horrible movie sequels. So last time we did it, we talked about horrible movie remakes. And now we're going to talk about those sequels where I was thinking in my head, why? Like, why did y'all even go there?
Who thought that was a good idea?
Who sat down and thought it was a good idea to make this number 2 and it's going to make all this money? And they were sadly mistaken.
And it's just going to outdo
the first one. So that's what we are going to do this go round. The food we are going to premiere for this mukbang is one of my good friends and my former parents, so my student from 2 years ago. They have a salad company, which they started off with making like soul food Sundays, and then they branched off into salads. They are the McNair Salads and More, and they have been in business for 3 years. And like I said, they started off making soul food Sundays and branched off to making like salads and pastas and big baked potatoes. And I'll have all these pictures coming up as you see the video going through. And we are going to get their salad going. This big salad that I'm about to show you was only $13 for all of this stuff that's on there. And it is so good. We decided to do like a little health kick this go round. Shout out to Charlie and her cholesterol. So we're going to do right this go round. So we got our blue cheese, our Thousand Island, because that's what we like. We have our delicious salad right here. It is big and ready to go. It looks so good. And I'm so thankful for them. They are a family-owned business working from home. I will have their information down in the bottom of the description. Please support them. They are good people. They make good food.
Black owned.
Yes, good food, good people, and the prices are amazing. You get so much food for it. So I thank them once again. So we are going to dive in.
Yay.
So let's go ahead and say grace. Okay, gracious Lord, let us thank Him for our food. As a nourishment to our body for Christ's sake. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so we are going to dive in. I'm being extra with these tongues. We are going to dive in and talk about these 3 horrible movie sequels. You go ahead and get your salad going. I'll let you go first because I'm cool like that. We got our something to drink.
I ain't gonna eat a salad and drink soda.
Look.
Supposed to have water.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. I got this. So you just gonna take all the strawberries.
Well, I gotta get to the lettuce.
Okay, so while she's dissecting the salad, I will go first. Alright, so before we start, let me do my disclaimer for the video. This is strictly our opinions. This is how we feel about a particular topic, and it's not meant to be taken seriously or to cause offense to anybody, okay? This is just all in fun. This is how we feel about these specific things that we talk about. So, speaking of specific things, I am going to get right into my top. Well, let me go back. Number 3 is what you can tolerate, and number 1 is just no. Like, why did you do this? Why did we do this? So I'm going to start at number 3, and like I said, it's my opinion, y'all. Please don't be mad at me. Don't be mad, but I am going to go with Coming to America, the new one.
I agree. I can agree,
guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. The movie was funny. It was very funny. I laughed a lot. However, that's turkey.
Oh, that's turkey.
You hate because you didn't dig it out of yours. It was hilarious and it had a lot of funny parts.
Mm-hmm.
But I waited 30 years. Like, we all waited 30 years to see
What they gonna pull off?
what they were going to do. Especially like new technology, and I mean, I love the fact. Did you know that they shot that movie in Rick Ross' house? Yeah, like
shout out to Rick Ross.
Yeah, so I was very excited to see, and although, like I said, it was funny, it didn't live up to the hype of what the first Coming to America was. I liked the fact that they brought a lot of people back from the other ones, but to me, it was more like a reunion to laugh at.
Just bring everybody back together after 30 years.
Yeah, because the plot to me wasn't that great. He had a son that he didn't know anything about. That happens. Let's just throw that out there. That happens. But for them to just I don't know why they sat down. Why was Wesley Snipes so extra with his dancing? I mean,
with that walk.
The best part, there was a couple of parts for me that was the best part. I'll take it back. So one of the best part was Tiana Taylor. Beautiful. I've been following her for a long time, ever since she was on my Super Sweet 16.
She's been beautiful
yes.
for a long time.
She's
been fine for a long time.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite people. That was good. At the very end, I had to wait all the way to the end to see Randy Watson. That part was hilarious to me. And it was other parts, like I said, it really made me laugh. But the plot just wasn't, I guess, thick enough or deep enough for me, like the first one was. If I had to rate that movie, I'd probably rate it like a 6.5 out of 10. And it was still up there, but I could have did without it. I just would have been fine with just a regular, one and just let it be. All right. So what about you? What is your number 3?
Number 3. It's so many. I just didn't have time to just go through my mental Rolodex. So I'm gonna say this one because I just watched it not too long ago. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's just,
it's like a classic, but like the series or whatever. The movie is like a classic.
Yeah.
Kind of like take you back.
Right.
To when the movie was like $1.
Right.
The old movie by the mall. But that one, I agree.
Yeah, you can see in the movie, it was a lot of movie mistakes. I know one scene where the baby was big and Nick, who was the older brother, he was trying to get him to like sit down. And you can see when the baby picks him up and he's like shaking him, you can clearly see it's like a Ken doll or something.
They didn't even try.
They didn't even try to like, okay, no, no.
Think about it too now, though. Think about technology back then compared to now. They probably didn't have a choice, but they could have. But did that a whole lot.
They could have did that a whole lot better, or they could have just left that part out. Like, it was just a lot of movie mistakes in Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. But I mean,
you remember that movie? I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they meant to have mistakes in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be mistakes in that movie, but this one.
But Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, it wasn't supposed to have those type of mistakes, and it wasn't a bad movie. Of course, it'll never live up to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but it wasn't bad. It was just, I don't think I should have did that. It was more, it was like that, but I watched it the other night, so
would you just go back and just watch it again? Like, I think I'm gonna watch this movie again. Would you do that?
Yeah, because I've done it. I've done. And I'm
that's why
baby.
We put those at like number 3, because it's not like
it's
bad.
not horrible, but it was just like they should have thought it through some more instead of just let me go ahead and put this. That like, okay.
All right, so my number 2 is Why Did I Get Married To? I thought about these for a long time.
Yes.
Now, the first one, a lot of people feel like Tyler Perry movies are the same. And to me, they're not. I really enjoy Tyler Perry movies. I do. I really do. I really enjoy his movies. Like, there's only maybe like one or two. I'm like Meet the Bride. I wasn't a big fan. But Why Did I Get Married was a good movie. The first one. The first one was a good movie.
Good.
Okay.
It was good.
The second one, I don't know where they decided to take Janet Jackson's character. I don't know what that was about. That scene when she started tearing up the house, and then when she went to the job, when she went to that bad job,
with that
and
stripper
then
that stripper pop.
yes, and then he died, and then at the end they just brought the rock out. They're trying to jump. I don't even know why were they trying to hook her up with somebody. Like, I can see it. This man was like cheating, or I don't know. I don't know why they decided to. Janet, this is what we're gonna take your character. I mean, she did great acting, but I don't. And then, the one that was like loud all the time, Angela. Yeah, she was like thinking her husband was cheating. But she always thinking that it was just too much going on.
Her character, I mean just for that, she's always loud, and I just don't. I'm like, that don't make
like they're typecasting her for that particular role,
right? And I'm just like, why does she gotta just continuously be loud all the time? Like, it's just. I don't like that.
Like, I hope that when she takes like an even bigger role, because she has so much potential that people look at her
because
she's a great actress,
right? Because she played the counselor in what's that, Addicted?
See, I never seen that.
That was pretty good. I like Addicted. It was good because the one that played Tyler Perry's wife, she's the main character.
Okay.
It's really good. Well, I think.
Alright, so what is your number 2?
My number 2 is. I mean, I'm like, dog, they're gonna get talk about horror movies.
I mean, but we like scary movies.
We do. We love scary movies.
Good scary movies, not that mess that they got coming out now. Like the good old school scary movies.
I'm gonna say my number 2 would be I Still Know What You Did Last Summer 2.
That's one with Brandon, right?
Yes.
Okay. I love Brandon.
God. It's like.
And I've seen that movie too.
It's like. And it's like you sit down and you watch it. 'Cause I know, like, when I sit down and watch it, and I'm just quiet. Sometimes you just ain't got the words.
Express yourself.
And I just be like, what made them think that this was a good idea to put this, to do this?
That's all you got for that one. That's it. All right. So, what about your number 1?
Oh God, my number 1. Jeepers Creepers 3.
Well, you stretched that real hard.
What the heck? They done sat down and put the creeper had a turtleneck on. He had a red turtleneck on. This nigga walking around with clothes on. Like, what the heck? They done shaved his teeth down. Like, it looked like how people be getting veneers, like when they shave it. That's how it looked. But in the first one and the second one, he had long, sharp teeth. They were all together. They were long and sharp. Jeepers Creepers 3, they had this man like he was getting ready to get veneers. He had these little spaces in it, these little bitty teeth. He had clothes on.
They done got him an upgrade.
They just upgraded him.
Unnecessarily.
I mean, he even overacted. Like the creeper even overacted. I was like, what?
I've only seen the first one.
They done painted.
That wasn't really my thing.
They done painted that man truck. Cause the original one, it was just a old beat up brown, ugly truck. Or yeah, it was like a big ugly loud truck. It was brown. This one, Jeepers Creepers 3, it looked like some kids came with paint and they all just got the brush and they did kind of like that right there. I'm like, it was just, oh, that was a good idea. Somebody owes somebody a favor.
Let me do this for you real quick.
I do it. I got the price.
I got you.
I got you.
Just cash out. We can do stuff like this all day. This girl will have me crying laughing. I got to go into my number one. Let me get into my number one before I be alone. All right.
People out here not thinking things. You're not thinking stuff. Stuff like it just sounding.
They just did the script like this. Here you go. Here you go. Just take it.
Take it and just make and just
like Diddy said, take that.
Can't stop, won't stop.
All right, my number one. You ready to brace yourself, child?
Oh Lord.
Tales from the Hood. Tales from the Hood. They didn't even have the audacity to throw it in the movie theater. They just took it straight. I think they picked straight Netflix. I don't know, but
I saw it on Sci-Fi.
yeah.
Saw it on Sci-Fi.
I mean,
I was like,
I don't know where to start.
but the thing, it had potential. Just like Jeepers Creepers. Well, no, never mind. It had potential. Like the story, like I thought they had pretty good storylines.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't go in depth as much as they did with the first one.
What was that mess at the end that was like chasing them?
See, I don't remember that. I only watched it once. It was just.
I mean, that was enough for me.
Yeah.
That one time,
That was enough.
I was really lost. I was really lost because I was expecting for it to be like it's close to the first, because the preview just made it seem like, oh,
Right.
what they did was they just picked the good parts for the preview, smushed them together, and threw it out there. I said, there you go.
And then Tales from the Hood too, y'all.
Watch this movie. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm ready. And I watched it from beginning to end. And I wish I didn't watch it from beginning to end. Something told me to just hurt it out. Because I spent the night at my cousin Trey's house. And we all sat down and watched it. And we discussed, there's like little, if you haven't seen it, and if you haven't seen number one, there's like little stories throughout the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And after every story, we stopped and talked about it. And, I mean, words just can't describe. Just can't. Like, that to me was just a waste.
A waste of time.
When I say a waste of time, I mean a waste. Oh, like, I'm crying laughing. Like,
Somebody else got cash out.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they said, you know what, Tale from the Hood need a sequel. Let's do it. Because they should have just shut that down in production. They should have said, nope, this was not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
We're going to scrap this and we're going to try again. That's what they should have done. But I don't know.
The thing I don't ever understand about some sequels is some
big salad.
I know, it's so good. Some of the sequels, it's like they don't have. Well, no, I'm not gonna say they don't have because I don't know. I'm not there. I'm like, are the original
Like, what's not the budget?
producer? No, I'm just like, are the original producers doing this mess?
The original producer probably got sense and probably looked at the script and said, I'm not gonna do this. What? I'm not, no.
And somebody else just picked up and said, I do it.
Half the price.
Half the price. Cash out. And people really out here making these type of mistakes.
But what we're gonna do the next time is talk about good sequels.
Good sequels.
Something when they sat down and actually thought about it.
Right.
And they said, oh, this is perfect. Let me show you it. Not,
right.
This is perfect. I'm just going to film it and then we'll talk about it.
Right.
This is like, we did it. And it's like, oh, this is great. And it's almost better than the first one. That's what
they sat down and thought about it.
Yeah, we're going to do that for our next one. I want to show y'all how much salad we still got left. Like, this is, we moved the fruit and stuff out of the way. There's like so much salad left, you guys.
Oh,
if y'all,
we should have got blue cheese on it.
What?
Crumbles?
I don't know if they have those. I should have asked. I'm sorry. But if y'all are in the Macon area or outside of the Macon area and you want you a good salad,
fresh salad, this is really
fresh.
Good.
Like they make it so it's not just sitting in there chilling. They chop it up. It's nice and fine.
Yeah, it's really good.
If you want you a fresh, big days, like for day, this can feed probably about 3-4 people easily. It doesn't like we put a dent in this salad. So if you want them, it's McNair salads and more. Like I said, I'm gonna put them down there. And so extra. And you gotta be extra. Anyway, just that. So that is our segment with the movies. And thank you.
And I know, like, when I give my opinions on a movie, I know I need to go more in depth. But when it be so bad, you just can't go in
sometimes
depth.
you just can't.
Sometimes you just can't even find the words because it just be so bad. But hopefully when we talk about
it seems if it's good, you got more to talk about.
Right. So next time I will have more to talk about when we talk about good sequels.
Yes.
But these bad remakes and these bad sequels.
So yes, like I'm agreeing with you 100% on that thought right there. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. Thank you, McNair Salads. It's April and Reggie. Those are the people who are over it. I should have said their names from the beginning, but I will pop their names on there. Thank you guys so much for this salad. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we are enjoying doing these mukbangs and having conversations and laughing and tripping out and getting y'all to see us from another point of view. So thanks guys for tuning in. As always, please subscribe. Thank you, Charlie.
You're welcome, girl.
Me and my sister, we love you. And thanks. See you guys soon.